if somebody were to ask, well, you know, how many pounds does this thing take to start? 6 pounds basically is what this is. If you see inside here, see these lines, these slits?
Nope.
That's how full you fill this thing. Okay? You don't have to, but that's the max. That is the absolute max they want you to fill.
So
it.
you could actually put in more.
What if you overfill it?
I don't know. It'd be over the line.
Global warming.
I don't know,
It
Mike.
might actually smoke.
Well, these are the questions we get.
What if you overfill it?
Yeah, what if you fill it up
That'd
too
be the
far, will it
proper
not burn?
air to fuel ratio.
I'll find out. I'll ask that question.
Okay, that'll be the first question we'll get.
Okay. They're not going to ask, oh, what happens if you light this on your hands, are they?
The answer is global warming.
I don't know. I guess that's a good question. I mean, I know what happens if I overfill my gas tank. But okay, so that's all I do right there.
Some gelled alcohol.
Gelled alcohol. Everybody sells it. Everybody's got it. What time is it?
It is 7:32.
Let's see what happens. So I just lit that thing, 7:32. This thing's made out of steel. Comes in a box like this right here. UPSable. It's not. You can't. I don't think you can really damage this thing. I'm not saying you can drive over it, but it's pretty. You can stand on it for sure. So homeowner's going to get this thing in a box. They're going to pull it out of the box, just like that. No tools required. Okay. That's your ash pan right there, basically, for the ash that's going to be going through there. There you go. There's your assembly time. Is that even 2 minutes? I don't think so.
Not even a minute.
No. So these things are sold online. They're at Home Depot. Yeah, it is, isn't it? No, that's what I'm saying. UPS is not a problem. But basically, they're sold everywhere online. I mean, they're just such a basic, inexpensive way for somebody to have an outdoor fire pit. The advantage of using pellets over wood is you don't have the. You'll see when this thing gets going, you're not going to hardly have any smoke, but you don't have any sparks. And in parks, that's a big deal. It's getting harder and harder, according to Jeff Davidson, to haul in regular firewood and have a fire pit.
Well, around little kids too, right?
Huh?
Around little kids too,
Yeah.
because the embers fly out and hit them in the face.
So yesterday when I did this, from the time I started it to when there was no more pellets, it was actually more like I'd say 50 minutes. You know, Mike, remember when you came out and there was no more flame? That thing kept going for like another 15 minutes. Yeah. I don't understand why it kept going so long, but eventually when these pellets, when the flame starts to die down, all you do is you add a few more pellets. Now I did overkill. I filled this thing up and dumped more pellets in, and it really smoked like a son of a gun. I just basically snuffed out the fire. Just a couple handfuls at a time is all you need to do. So.
Does the flame genie go out at night? Because the embers? I bet it does because of the holes in the bottom of it?
It might. Yesterday I couldn't tell because it was bright sunshine yesterday when I did this. But
You mean where the words are cut out?
Yeah.
down
yeah,
there?
down below.
Because that's all open under there, right? So it's gonna
If
be
you
red
got hot-
when it gets
Pictures
going.
that show it.
It does?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you get
Pictures.
hot
yeah, it
coals.
does.
Yeah.
If you get hot
there's
coals
pictures
down in the
online,
bottom.
too.
So this thing, the pellets are burning now. We're going. So that was probably what, Mike? It was 7:32.
Well, I started the video before you ever squirted the
7:34.
gel, and it's been
2 minutes.
Yeah.
I got my own videos yesterday. 3 different videos yesterday I did also. I mean, after 4 minutes, this thing really gets ripping. And then, this flame is going to get up to here. This thing just takes off. And it does radiate quite a bit of heat. You know, Mike and Jeff Davidson have the little propane gas log set they haul around. It virtually puts out no heat. It just puts out heat.
Like,
Could
what-
you burn wood in it if you wanted?
I'll ask that question also. How about lump charcoal?
Yeah.
Like green egg charcoal.
everything I read said you're not supposed to because it can clog it up.
Clog up the screens.
The ashes.
That makes sense, yeah.
Really?
It doesn't mean you can't. It just means they just recommend not doing it because it can
Yeah,
clog
you wouldn't think
things
the
up.
lump charcoal would be a problem.
But that's just what I read.
But you can see starting this, it didn't really smoke at all. I mean, it's pretty clean. Even if somebody wanted to use this, in a neighborhood where, you got your neighbor that's only 15 feet away, this is pretty clean. The dirtiest part is when you go to refuel it, and you'll learn. I mean, I won't do what I did yesterday again. I'll put half the amount in. But so the ones that I've seen online are the older models. They have 3 legs on them. This is kind of a cleaner, more contemporary look.
It has an ash.
Huh?
It has that ash catcher string
Yeah,
thing.
the
in the
only
bottom.
ones that I've seen online don't have this ash catcher thingy. Obviously, this whole thing gets hot, so you can't burn it on a wood deck or anything like that. Gosh, I don't know what else to say, guys. It's kind of
Everybody, we all got our flyer.
it's
They're
pretty
safe
simple.
to cook on.
Huh?
They are safe to cook on.
30% discount on that.
Yep, so
that-
109 is retail. Dealer cost would be what, 75 something or 76.30, something like that.
It's important that we know that, because if you look at regular high C stuff, it's got discounts like 45%.
Yeah.
But not this. This has got its own unique discount.
Now, if a dealer wants to pump it up to 129, 140, they can do whatever they want. High C has got a minimum advertised price. You can't go below the 109, so that's why we just stuck it at 109. But again, you don't spend a lot of time on this. If the dealer goes, oh my gosh, you can buy this online. Yep, you're right. Thanks, have a nice day. I mean, you just don't need to spend a lot of time on it, you know. Personally, I want to sell it on our own website as well. I mean, we get more hits on our website than a dealer will ever get in their store in 6 months.
That thing
I mean,
puts off
just
a lot of heat.
I know it does. Yeah, wait till
But you can feel it all the way over here.
That's the only thing is, man, on one of my videos yesterday, I said, man, if it was me, I would not have my chair any closer than 4 feet away, because once this thing really kicks in and gets going, that flame.
Well, you think about it. You said you put in 6 pounds,
Yeah,
and it's 9,000
Over here, it's
BTUs
nice
per
and warm.
pound or something.
yeah,
So you dump
Saturday,
in,
you're complaining
you dump
it's
in
too hot.
50 some thousand BTUs.
yeah. I mean, you can feel that heat.
Yeah. You can cook on it, and it's like 56,000 BTUs.
Yeah, that
How'd you
comes
find out
up.
all this?
I did
She
research
Googled
to
it.
put it on eBay.
You read about it.
So what happens if you go refill it?
There you go.
That I didn't read about. That was a good
Do
question.
they have
Like, there's even comments where
See,
people
see,
did put wood in
see
it,
the
and it
holes
would
burning
burn
the
it.
gases now?
They just
Yeah,
don't recommend it because
cool.
they said it blocked holes.
So the guy and his wife that came down from Canada, David
That was the best
Rosfold,
I could figure out.
some of you might have met him. They sold
'Cause I checked the
60 or
holes on
70
the
these
website.
last year, just screwing around. The guys really
And
didn't
it is
focus on
listed
it.
everywhere.
I mean, it's just one of those
Like,
easy no-brainer
Amazon
things
has
to
it for
sell.
75, but that is the older
But
model.
yeah, this thing, the reason it burns clean is it's pulling, as this cylinder heats up, it pulls in oxygen, fresh air here, preheats it, and shoots that hot air onto the gases.
Re-burning the
It's
exhaust.
giving you the secondary combustion that we
Yeah.
talk about all the
Just
time
like
in
in
the
a
hearth
wood stove.
industry. It is really cool. When I added my pellets, the thing totally fogged over, smoked over, but the smoke didn't come out. It just sat there and kind of re-burnt. It was the weirdest looking thing. It's like I poured dry ice on it. You know, put dry ice in there. It was just a fog, but it never left the container.
Wow. Weird.
Isn't that goofy?
Yeah.
What a goofball deal. I didn't even know we had these things. I was walking down the aisle when that guy from Canada was here at the Friday we were setting up. Because I knew he sold these things. I'm walking down the aisle and I go, hey David, we got these flame genie thingies that you've been selling. I said, how many of these things you sold? He said around 60.
How
I
long
said,
have we had them?
huh?
How long have we had them?
Couple of weeks.
Just a couple weeks.
Oh, yeah.
Is that whole family that came down from Canada for the show?
No, it was just a husband and wife.
Oh,
They
there was a
don't
whole
have any kids.
family that came down.
Serious?
Yeah.
From Canada?
I was like, we need
There
to
was-
announce that they were the farthest
Oh,
guest.
There was another group that came from Vancouver last year and actually took an egg home.
That's crazy. That's cool.
Yeah, look how tall the flame is now. That's getting waist high, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know
Okay,
what?
so now you're at home enjoying a drink, and the cat calls you and says, you gotta go get the dog from the vet. You got this thing going, now what do you do?
I'll ask that question.
How you put
Leave
it
the
out?
dog at the vet.
The dog at the vet.
You just need like.
Can you
Yeah,
just pour water all
Can you
over
snuff it out?
Can you put it in the
could.
pool and snuff it out?
How would you, if you were just burning a regular wood fire, how would you put that out to get the dog?
I pull a water hose over it
Okay,
and
and just do the same thing.
I don't think water, unless it causes the metal to do something.
No warranty. I couldn't find a warranty online.
It had a 1-year
There's no
warranty
warranty
on
in
some of them.
Huh?
On one of the websites I read, it has a 1-year warranty.
that's right from the website.
Nothing in the owner's manual. I called David. I said, David, what's the warranty on this thing? He
I'll have to
said,
go to
I
High
don't think
Seas
there is
website.
one. It's just a piece of metal round cylinder. And
Look at how cool the flame is. It's like coming up
Yeah.
in.
this would be cool at night when it's dark.
Yeah. It's cool.
What about like any issues on the grate? Grate burning out there in the bottom?
One guy commented on the grate, like, starting to corrode.
I can see it warping.
And
It's just so
warping.
freaking hot.
There's one comment on warping. There's one comment that, well, guys talked about drinking shots while he did this. that he got tired.
Well, it
of
sounds
having
like
to
a
throw more
no-brainer.
pellets on it. I guess I'm just
Then again, what?
reading the comment was funny because he's talking about taking shots of fireball in between.
Yep. All those crazy comments that
And
you
being
read
half
online,
drunk.
that's the questions we get on the phone every day.
Uh-huh. Well, and that's why I was reading them because I want to know.
I love it. I love
read a
that
lot of
secondary
comments
combustion
and I
going
wanna
on.
figure out
Isn't
how
that
to
crazy how it's not burning? That
That's
pellets in
awesome.
the middle really aren't burning.
It's just burning the gases, yeah. Didn't Regency's pellet stove try to use the word
I think the drunk guy
gasification when it would do that?
Really,
I don't know.
probably burning it right.
They tried to like pretend like it was their
That's what it
invention.
sounded like. But overall, the comments on it were good. It had like 4-star ratings on most.
Well, it's a
levels.
no-brainer. You light it and you sit by it. Period.
But I think some people.
So how long do you just off the top of your head? This will burn similar to this for what, an hour?
28 minutes.
Really?
Yeah, yesterday. That's
I
what
really love
I didn't fill it up quite as full as I did
It's
today,
warmer.
but I went 28 minutes to where I felt like I could have put more fuel in it.
I think they talked about 10 pounds per hour pellets is what it burns through on average.
Yeah.
So you start with 6.
On
okay.
any given night, if you have company over, if you're just sitting out there even with yourself, you're almost gonna go through a bag.
I got it. Seahawks tailgating promo.
Wow. Exactly. Yeah. I mean, you could, I guess, as it dies down, you could easily do a marshmallows or hot dogs. I mean, that is so hot. Once that flame
You could
goes
do it
away,
right
it's
now.
just coals.
Mhm.
It's just hot coals.
Do it over it now.
I just love how cool it looks through the holes. It's like whoosh.
And
I see what
yesterday
they
when
call
Ben
it.
was watching this, he goes, this is pretty cool for somebody like him. He said, I'm a pretty young kid that can't afford a $500 to $800 fire pit, right? But I can afford $109 to have something cool outside.
Yeah, or if you don't have a big yard or anything
Right.
like that.
Did you find any clearances to it?
Well,
To the side, above?
I'll give you the information. I didn't see anything that
Well,
stood
do you
out.
think it would work
weighs
just
about
fine
13
if
pounds.
they,
I know that
like
much.
at the canal they have a big fire pit, but if we cleaned it out and put it in
Gave
the
me the
middle?
dimensions.
Because sometimes, the kids always want the fire at 9 o'clock
go
at
back
night. And all the parents are like,
And
ah.
it can't go on a wood or
As long as
It
you're
lit
not,
up so
as long as you're not
fast.
blocking these holes,
because it is.
because that's part of what, again, it gives it the clean burn.
So there's good. See, that's good news right there. See, she found it
What's
can't
that?
go on a combustible material.
It can't sit on combustible
I already said
material.
that. So
Yeah.
you can't put it on a deck. Wood.
So,
Right. Yeah, this thing, that whole thing gets pretty dang hot. I mean, I'm sure the radiant heat you'd get off this after an hour or so would be pretty incredible. Okay, first one to sell 10's getting $100. Okay?
For one
First,
person or multiple?
first
orders?
one sell 10, get one free.
First one to sell 10 gets $100 from me.
Oh, yeah.
If you get $100, you can buy more than
I was
one,
going
right?
to say $100 will buy you more than.
Dealer price is what, $70?
I was trying to save him a few dollars, but
Does it have to be to one dealer, or is that